Poor Democrats. They just can't catch a break. Not that they deserve one. Zang-a-lang and salutations, my lovely little lunatics. Just speaking for the internet about insanity. Here with my co-host, Bob.
Hello.
And today, on the Insane Report, we're going to talk about Biden's dropping approval, Virginia going red, and some of the stuff that kind of explains why things are the way they are. Or at least why people are really starting to get tired of them Democrats. Anyway, before we continue on with this insane news, make sure to like and subscribe. Also, follow us on Locals,
Rumble,
Minds,
and Bastion. It felt good seeing Virginia go red. Sadly, though, New Jersey didn't.
Well, a lot of places did change. We're not going to talk much about that, but it is hilarious. It's because I think, what was it? They were talking, one of the men was talking, I was watching a Forbes, clip, and they were talking about how, and I think one of the biggest things, the most hilarious thing is the copium of Twitter.
Oh, yeah, it's absolutely hilarious.
It really is. It's really stupid how they act. But, anywho, we'll talk about that in a minute, but let's just jump into it. Bam! From the Daily Mail. There's my clicker. Biden's approval rating among New Jersey voters sinks to 43% less than a week before state's critical governor election, despite winning that state by 16 points in November.
It just proves it proves that the media really propped him up. Because now that he's in, everyone hates him.
Yeah, a lot of the actual far-left Democrats, they're like, oh, they're so insane that it doesn't really matter, but normal people don't like this. I went and got gas today. $3 at the pump. I don't remember the last time it's ever been that bad. And food's gone up, trying to find, just everything's gone crazy, and people are really getting tired of it. But anyway, let's just continue on. For presidential elections, New Jersey has been a damn stronghold since 1993. Biden was once nicknamed South Jersey's third senator, winning Congress. Now his approval rating there is lower than other two regions of the state. The 43% rating is a steep drop from Biden's 51% approval just last month.
Yeah, it's becoming more and more obvious he is not in control.
Nope. On Tuesday, New Jersey voters will head to the polls to elect a governor. Democrat incumbent Phil Murray is being challenged by Republican former local lawmaker and businessman Jack. Murphy holds a safe lead, but Democrat hasn't won re-election there since 1977. Sadly, he did, but what you gonna do? At least, because, yeah. So, of course, it came down to it. It was close, though. That's the scary thing. Tied in Trenton, Republican Jack and Democrat Governor Phil Murphy go to the wire. In state, Biden won by 16 points last year. Well, also, it was Phil Murphy who his associate came out and was saying, oh, yeah, no, he's going to push a vaccine mandate if he wins. Well, why wouldn't you push that now? Well, of course, that's not going to get him to win.
Oh, you bet that mandate's coming.
Oh, it will be. Anyway, Murphy has pulled ahead of, I'll just say, Jack. Murphy has pulled ahead of Jack for months leading up to the election, but on the night as polls closed, Jack was leading by just 1,200 votes. In the early hours, Wednesday, Associated Press said the race was too close to call. A Democrat, once again, hasn't been reelected. Murphy was Barack Obama's United States ambassador to Germany, and Jack is a businessman and former state lawmaker. So you can automatically know how the left went after him.
He's like Trump.
Yep, they tried pulling everything, making him seem like Trump. Evil Trump. See, he's just like Trump. Not really. Not in the same way as if saying DeSantis is like Trump. It didn't. In the end, though, if I remember correctly, he did win. Candidates. Speaks during the election. Yeah, he did win, but yeah. But, however, Virginia is a different story. From the Daily Mail, welcome home, Joe. Welcome home, Joe. Stony-faced Biden refuses to comment on Republican Glenn Youngkin's stunning victory over McLaughlin. I don't know. in Virginia's governor's race, ending GOP's 12-year losing streak in the statewide races and leaving Democrats in serious trouble. Glenn Youngkin pulled off a stunning upset to beat Democrat Terry with a 2.1 lead for the Republican with 99% of the vote counted. Youngkin, 54, is the state's first red governor since 2009. Another stunner is pending once again. It didn't come out. Sadly, that didn't work out. Voters are widely viewed as a referendum on Joe Biden's presidency, and defeat will jangle Democrat nerves.
Oh, it better. They're going to be destroyed in 2022.
Oh, yeah. I see a massive red tidal wave coming. Biden won by 10 points in Virginia and 16 points by New Jersey in the presidential election just a year ago. Biden looked shattered as he arrived at Andrews Air Force Base after the COP climate summit in Scotland. Ha! God, that climate summit was also just a bunch of people who are so out of touch going, no, it's good to climate change. Because, once again, with climate change, they can get better hold on businesses. They can get more governmental control on everything. And it's just another problem that, in the end, there have been 5 mass extinction level events. There's going to be another one. There's nothing we can do about it. And when it happens, humanity will probably be wiped. So, I don't care. It's like with video games and violence.
Yeah, you can't do anything. It's just something they say, and it gets the eyes of people while they go around. It's also the social justice thing. You're never going to fix this. It's never going to work. But jingling those keys keeps people from realizing just how awful life really is getting.
Exactly. So I'll continue on. But this is why Terry. This is why good old Terry, the previous governor, pretty much lost. These are the reasons why. Let's go first. Virginia Democrat candidate Terry McAuliffe is slammed for hypocrisy after praising Virginia's public schools despite privately educating 4 of his kids. Governor's race goes to the wire. So there's that. There's also Democratic governor candidate Terry abruptly cancels rally on the eve of Virginia vote after he said state had too many white teachers. And Glenn Youngkin took, the 1% lead. So once again, Youngkin schedule. Democrats are trying to link, Youngkin to Trump in hopes it will hurt him, while the ex-president says it only helps if his base turns out for the GOP candidate. And they did. So, where was that? Do they have that? Oh, yeah. We've got to work. We're going to be here. We've got to work hard to diversify our teacher base, McAuliffe said at the event. 50% of our students are students of color. 80% of the teachers are white. So what I'm going to do for you will be the first state in America, he continued. If you go to teach in Virginia for 5 years in a high demand area, that could be geographic, it could be coursework. We will pay room, board, tuition, any college, any university, or any HBCU here in Virginia. So, basically, he's trying to, because one thing, once again, a majority of people in the United States are white. That's why there are a lot of white teachers. So, at the end, though, it's hilarious, because it's just, once again, and then that leads into this one. Democrat frontrunner in Virginia governor's race is condemned for telling debate. I don't think parents should be telling schools what they should teach amid ongoing clashes over CRT lessons. Which, once again, this is where, London County and Fairfax County, where the boy in a skirt ripped a girl. They then sent him to another school where he ripped another girl.
Yeah, they really screwed up.
Also, some of the books, I can't even. Yeah, Crowder showed them. I refuse to.
Oh, yeah, those books are disgusting. They shouldn't be shown for children.
Anyhow, so McAuliffe went head-to-head with his Republican rival Glenn Youngkin during the final debate of the governor's race Tuesday. McAuliffe said he is not going to let parents veto books because I don't think parents should be telling schools what they should teach.
Well, wait a minute. They're public schools he's talking about, right?
Yes.
Public schools are funded by people's taxes, right?
Right.
So they have a right in what's going on, what they're teaching their children.
Exactly. Which is also funny because that whole thing about the memo that was sent out by the DOJ to get the FBI involved and calling parents domestic terrorists.
Yeah?
The original group that sent out that letter, they recanted it. They came out with a bull apology, but they recanted it.
Oh, good. The DOJ did it as well, then?
Nope.
This is really stupid.
It really is. And this is exactly why he lost. Because saying that, once again, McLaughlin's comments, he previously vetoed a bill that would have given parents rights to veto books. McLaughlin's comment drew outrage from parents on social media who argued that teacher salaries are paid for by taxpayers, so they work for us. That is exactly true. Here's the big thing. Then if parents don't like this, then they should be able to say my taxes cannot go to this. And we'll see just how quickly this changes. Parents in schools have gone to war across America over not CRT, crap. Once again, you must call it crap because leftists hate it when you call it crap, and it's also much easier because, once again, CRT is critical race theories. And they'll say, I'm not teaching critical race theories. Point to the exact theory I'm teaching. No, they're teaching crap. Critical race applied principles. Because then you can go, well, you're a theory is a specific thing that they can say, I'm not actually teaching that. But applied principle, which of course is just a principle. So say, well, Officer Joe arrests 37 people, 4 of which are white. The rest are black. What percentage of a racist must Officer Greg be? Or whatever I named him. That kind of thing. It's not a theory, but it is an applied principle. Continuing on. In Virginia, Loudoun County and Fairfax County have both hit the headlines over controversial equity policies. Well, not just that. And also, they tried to hide it. The dad, I think, is suing them, which rightfully so. But yeah. So this just really, there's a lot more different stuff, but this really proves just how bad it is getting for the Democrats. Once again, someone said it on Timcast that when their children come home and the parents ask, what were you taught in school today?
Oh, yeah, and then the kids tell the parents, I hate you, you're an evil slave owner. Yeah, that's gonna make a lot of parents wake up.
And it has. Just him saying, you don't have the right to tell schools what to teach your children, which, once again, they technically are paid by us, so yes, we do. And the whole, stuff like that, and then the whole we have too many white teachers in a country with a majority of white people, a vast majority. What was it? Black people only make 13%, 16, something like that percentage. And that's hilarious that's hilarious that suddenly, it's it's the thing that you really think your teachers, that's the biggest thing that kind of gets me is, okay, so a white teacher can't teach a black person. Why? Because apparently the white people are completely different entities than black people. They're not just both people. They're not both humans. They're like different subspecies of human. That's so stupid to me. And that's the biggest thing. That's really, that's so stupid. Anywho, but yeah, I'm so glad to see this. It was absolutely hilarious. We're gonna see how the Rittenhouse stuff is going, but this gives me hope because once again, people are opening their eyes.
Oh yeah, but once again, all the copium on Twitter.
Oh God, everyone's screaming white racism, white ignorance. But anywho, that'll be the end of this little video. If you like this video, then check the like button and subscribe for more. And I will see you all later. Bye, everyone.
Bye.